Did you know that in the Philippines, 2 out of 3 small, micro, and medium businesses are led by women? Hi, I'm Rissa Mananquil-Trillo, award-winning entrepreneur, author, wife, mom, and advocate for women empowerment. For today's Boss Session, I'm going to share to you 3 things I wish I knew before starting a business. If you're a woman with your own business, or you're thinking of starting your own, or maybe you have an office job, or you're a stay-at-home mom and you want to make that big leap, then keep watching. My introduction to business didn't happen in a classroom or a boardroom, but within the 4 walls of my bedroom. My very first business came to life when I was 8 years old. With my own allowance, I would use money to buy embroidery thread, and I would weave them into friendship bracelets, which were the trendiest thing back then. When I got to high school, I started selling refreshments to the nearby offices. Since they were located in a residential village, there were no nearby restaurants or malls. So what I did was, I set up a table of refreshments and sold snacks and beverages to them. Later on, I also started making my own mini newspaper, short stories, and comics, and I sold them to friends and family. I know it sounds fairly simple, but looking back, all of these gave me the foundations of starting a business. I was not afraid to start something from scratch, find a solution, and make the most out of opportunities. This was the same mindset I had when I created skincare makeup brand Happy Skin in 2013. Around that time, I had clocked in 15 years as a model and as a beauty columnist. This was a medium that gave me an in-depth understanding of the local cosmetic landscape and of the Filipino consumer. I realized that there was no makeup brand that cared for the skin, suited the Philippines' tropical weather, and had the Filipino skin tone in mind. It was at the peak of my modeling career that my skin was at its worst. Putting on makeup to cover breakouts, it was a vicious cycle. I understood what it felt like to break out whenever I used makeup. Although there were many amazing imported brands out there, they just didn't really suit the Filipino skin tone and our tropical weather. Truly good makeup should be your ally, not your enemy, in making you look good and feel even more beautiful. So, instead of waiting for someone to come up with a solution to a personal pain point, I thought, why not create it? And so in 2013, Happy Skin came to life, born out of a passion for beauty and because of a gap in the cosmetics industry that needed to be filled. Unlike most people who want to start a business, I wasn't really driven by money, a way out of the corporate life, or the desire to have more free time. I was just really passionate, and I just really wanted to provide a solution to a problem that Filipinas have been facing for years. My entrepreneurial journey reached new heights when I was awarded Woman Entrepreneur of the Year in 2017 by EOY, Entrepreneur of the Year, which is a program globally funded by Ernst & Young. In 2018, local institution Go Negosyo awarded me as Inspiring Filipina Entrepreneur of the Year. Because I had a student mentality, I was always thirsty to grow and learn. And I took up my executive MBA degree at the Asian Institute of Management. After 20 months into the program and graduating in 2018, I can say that this was one of the most difficult but rewarding decisions I've ever made in my life. I can say that taking up my executive MBA opened up my world in immeasurable ways. While taking up my MBA, I got an offer to write and publish my very first book with Summit Media. And it was a huge honor because it was the publishing company's first female business book, the first business book written by a woman. So it was entitled, Read My Lips, What It Takes to Build a World-Class Homegrown Brand. Here, I shared my entrepreneurial journey in creating Happy Skin alongside personal stories of motherhood and beauty. After 8 years, I made a decision to exit the business in October 2021. It was one of the most difficult decisions I have ever made. I parted ways due to differences in values and ethics. I always say that integrity is doing what is right, even if it's not easy. Money can be earned, but integrity cannot. I will always be proud of how Happy Skin paved the way for other local beauty brands to enter the market, and I think it will always be remembered as the homegrown brand that opened doors for entrepreneurs and consumers to embrace loving local. Shortly after my exit, I was awarded as Asia's Most Influential by Tatler for my contributions to fashion and beauty. So, if you're wondering what my next move is, let me share with you 3 things I wish I knew before starting a business which can help a business settle down or succeed more quickly. Being a woman in business can be very difficult. There is this huge pressure to be great both at work and at home, to combine professional success and commitment to family. That's why the right partner is important. Being able to achieve more as a woman can be as simple as having the right support system. It can come in the form of having a husband who's supportive of the care work at home, or it can come in the form of the right digital tools to make life easier. Here's something I wish I had when I started a business. I've been using the RCBC Boz app for the past 5 months, and I think the main barrier people have when they use a business app is they think it's difficult to use. But this one is not. The RCBC Boz app is your all-in-one SME app that provides you everything you need to start a small business. It gives you all the tools that you need to automate all your transactions, whether you're making collections through invoicing, tracking expenses, automating payroll. It even helps save up for business goals. And while you're doing all that, it keeps track of performance and gives you reports in real time. With the RCBC Boz app, you can focus on growing your business while leaving the tedious tasks to technology. So whether you're a solo business owner or you have partners, you have all the business tools in one place. You can access your finances anytime, anywhere, from your phone. It's like having your business in your pocket. Such a game changer for small business owners. Unlike other tools and apps that cost a few hundred pesos or even thousands, what will blow your mind is that this app is free. And it works both for iOS and Android. Remember, you can't manage what you can't see. Data is important because it empowers you to make better decisions. Transparency is also important, especially among partners and your managers. You know, a lot of people are afraid of numbers, but this is what actually empowers you to manage and run your business better. Running a successful venture can be very challenging if you have to keep track of every single transaction. So, the best boss move you can make is to prepare the business with the right business tools. Don't sweat the small stuff. You've got boss things to do. Entrepreneurs always fall into the trap thinking that they have to do every single thing all by themselves. I was no exception, and this was not just a recipe for being burnt out, it's just bad for business. So thinking back to when I was starting a business, every single day felt like a hustle. Aside from running the business, attending meetings, developing products, and training the team, I was also carrying and setting up product displays at the stores, packing products in my own home, and sometimes even doing makeup for the models during the shoot. But here's the truth. Hard work alone doesn't always lead to business growth. It's important to optimize, outsource, and automate whatever you can. It's very possible to spend all your time doing things that aren't actually leading to the growth of your business. Productivity is not always just about busyness. It's about focusing on the right tasks that drive results. One of the biggest mistakes young businesses can make is not investing in human resources. Admittedly, in Happy Skin, it wasn't one of the first things we prioritized when we were starting the business. And that's where the importance of HR comes in. Managing your most important asset, your people. And here's where technology comes to the rescue. The RCBC Boz app automates payroll, saves time, and reduces the risk of errors. No more paperwork, no more headaches, no more going to the bank, no more physically going to a bank. The RCBC Boz app allows you to streamline this process and allows you to focus on the more strategic aspects of your business. With just a few taps, the RCBC Boz app allows you to pay the salaries of your employees with ease. You can schedule and release payments to your employees on time, every time. And it's not just about convenience. It's a matter of instilling trust and building a professional image with your employees and your partners. It's so easy, done like a boss. The RCBC Boz app empowers entrepreneurs to work smarter, not harder. It's about leveling up your boss moves so that you can take your business to the next level. Ask yourself, if my business tripled in growth overnight, Would I have enough employees to handle the growth? Would I have enough office space or equipment for this super fast growth? The biggest mistake a small business can make is to think like a small business. Don't wait to grow your team only when you feel too busy. Perhaps while waiting too long, yes, you would have saved money, but you would have also potentially slowed down the growth of your company. In 2013, Happy Skin started with only 5 employees. At the start, extra help came in the form of freelancers, and we eventually hired full-time employees. But it was when we grew the team that the success of the brand grew exponentially too. We were able to multiply our counters, churn out more collections, and even expand beyond cosmetics by getting into skincare. This is why I love the business goals function of the RCBC Boz app. New equipment, new branches, new trucks. Reach your goals like a boss. Saving up for your goals just got easier with the RCBC Boz app. For every goal you create, you can send an amount to fund it. Now, it's easier to save up for anything you have in mind. Sprucing up your space, making upgrades, or even starting out that dream expansion. I like that you can set a target date and a target amount. It really helps new business owners be more disciplined when it comes to their finances. And it reminds them of their dreams and that you can reach your goals like a boss. Yes, profit is important, but at the end of the day, make sure your product is actually giving value to customers. The triple bottom line now includes profit, people, and planet. So whatever product or service you want to introduce to the market, make sure that it makes someone's life just a little better. Success to me is having a business that's more than a source of money, but one that is also a force of change and good. As I always tell people, you don't succeed by killing competition. You succeed by creating value. So, don't wait to make a difference. Take charge with the new RCBC Boz app because your next boss move starts here.